We navigate the high-stakes friction between global capital and FEMA regulations by operationalizing the precise sequence for issuing equity to non-resident investors, that is NRI. We detail valuation requirements, FC-GPR filings, and the critical interplay between RBI reporting and the board resolutions, ensuring every rupee of foreign direct investment lands with the absolute regulatory precision. In today's globalized economy, bringing in foreign capital is no longer a luxury, it's a strategic necessity. But in India, foreign direct investment or FDI is governed by a complex web of laws. The Companies Act 2013 and more importantly, the Foreign Exchange Management Act, better known as FEMA. One small slip in the sequence of these steps can lead to compounding penalties or worse, the compounding of the offense with the RBI. Let's break down the definitive guide to getting this right. Under step 1, before a single dollar or a euro hits your account, you must determine the entry route. Most sectors in India today fall under the automatic route, meaning no prior approval from the government or the RBI is required. However, certain sectors like print media, satellites, or private security agencies fall under the government approval route. You must also verify the sectoral cap. Are you allowed 100% foreign investment or is there a ceiling? Additionally, you must clear the hurdle of Press Note 3 compliance. While any investment from an entity situated in or a citizen of a country sharing a land border with India requires government approval, there is a vital exception for the NRIs, that is non-resident individuals. If a NRI is a citizen of a country other than those sharing a land border, for example a US or a UAE citizen, but happens to be residing in a land border country at the time of investment, they are permitted under the automatic route for authorized sectors. Navigating this distinction between residency and citizenship is where the absolute regulatory precision we discussed becomes a competitive advantage. It ensures you don't trap global capital in an approval process that is not legally required. FEMA is very clear on one thing: you cannot issue shares to a NRI at a price lower than the fair market value. For an unlisted Indian company, this valuation must be performed by a chartered accountant or a SEBI registered merchant banker using any international accepted pricing methodology on an arm's length basis, most commonly the discounted cash flow method. The valuation report must not be more than 90 days old at the time of the share allotment. Remember, the law sets a floor price for non-residents. While you can issue shares at a higher value than FMV to bring in more premium, issuing them even 1 paisa below FMV is a direct violation of FEMA pricing guidelines. Once the valuation is set, we move to the Companies Act compliance. Most FDI rounds are executed via private placement under Section 42. You need to hold a board meeting to approve the offer and then call a extraordinary general meeting, that is EGM, to pass a special resolution. You must issue a letter of offer in form PAS 4 and maintain a complete record in PAS 5. Crucially, you must open a separate special bank account to receive the subscription money also. This money cannot be used until the shares are actually allotted. Now, the capital arrives. The non-resident investor remits the funds through normal banking channels. As soon as the money hits your special bank account, your authorized dealer, that is AD category 1 bank, will ask for the purpose of the remittance. You must provide them with the KYC of the investor and a copy of the board resolution. In return, the bank will issue 2 critical documents. First being the FIRC, Foreign Inward Remittance Certificate. The second being the KYC report of the non-resident. Without these 2 documents, your RBI reporting will be rejected. You have 60 days from the date of receiving the money to allot the shares. If you fail to allot within 60 days, you must refund the money to the investors within next 15 days. This is the most technical phase. Once shares are allotted and form PAS 3 is filed with the ROC, you have exactly 30 days to report the transaction to the RBI using the firm's portal. You will file the single master form SMF, specifically the form FC-GPR, Foreign Collaboration General Permission Route. This filing requires the valuation report, the FIRC and KYC report from your bank, a company secretary's certificate stating all compliances are met, and a board resolution for the allotment. The RBI will scrutinize the filing. If there is a delay, you may be liable for LSF, that is late submission fees, which can be substantial. substantial. If the data is inconsistent, the AD bank will kick back the form and you will have to restart the clock. Issuing equity to global investors is a mark of a maturing startup, but the regulatory friction is real. At JustStart, we don't just handle the paperwork, we operationalize the entire sequence to ensure your capital is compliant from day one. If you are planning an offshore round or need a diagnostic audit of your existing FEMA filings, reach out to us at info@juststart.co.in, or you can connect with my team by clicking on the link in the description below. Don't let regulatory friction slow down your global ambitions. Subscribe more for deep dives into business advisory. I will see you in the next video.